Hi Virgo, welcome to your year in review for 2023. I decided to get started on these early, maybe make them use January reading, we'll see. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to break down the year into seasons, winter, spring, summer, fall, and we're going to take a couple cards for each season. And I'm going to use two different decks to do that with because I want to look for synchronicities. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot to come over and clarify anything we feel like that needs clarified. And we're going to use, of course, Mother Mary to begin for our words of wisdom. I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot for your winter and spring. And then I'm going to use the Light Tarot for summer and fall. So we'll set those aside. And let's get into it. So, Universal Year 7. Very spiritual time. Actually, I just did a video speaking about what Universal Year 7 means. But it is a time to go in for, spiritual truths. And I feel like there are deep spiritual connections happening. I feel a lot of good things about about 2023. So, you should also know your personal year number. I've been talking about this because I want to also do videos on personal years, so I want you to know ahead of time. Just take the year you were, not the year, the month you were born, the day you were born, add it together, and then add that to 7, which is the universal year. Bring it to a singular digit. That is your personal year within the universal year. If it's a master, 11, 22, 33, leave it be. Leave it be. Because I feel like that's what it's meant to be. Okay? Of course, that's just my opinion. But you do whatever you want. Alright, guys. Let's get into it. Let's start with Mother Mary. Let Mother Mary open up your reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It's really for, you get a Mercury, maybe a big element in your chart. Could be Gemini, like I have Gemini Moon, Virgo Sun, so lots of Mercury influence. Okay, be strong. Be strong, Virgo. Be strong. I pull myself up and do what needs to be done. I feel like this is going to be a slow-paced year, but there's going to be so much accomplished. Like, it is about going within, but this is about spiritual truths. And then I feel like, because I already know spiritual businesses are going to, take off. I already know that. I was part of yesterday's reading. So, I don't know. I pull myself up and do what needs to be done. Be strong. Okay, let's bring in the Psychic Tarot. Of course, everything is pre-shuffled. But I know you guys like me to shuffle while you're here also, so. Alright, so we're going to take 2 cards for each season, and then we're going to come back. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes. So, let's go ahead and begin. Partnerships and alliances. Partnerships and alliances. Well, great time for collaboration. Especially on a spiritual level, like, I get you kind of thing, and boy, you can really create with others in that type of energy. No resistance. Doesn't feel like there's any resistance to this energy. Remember, this is the winter. So I just may be teaming up with someone, but this is also the energy of individuality. And if nothing else, that's what this year is about. It's about you, but not in an egotistical way. It's about you and your spirituality. Like, this is the year where you're truly able to receive messages, and they're within. Anyway. Don't be afraid to be you. It's like someone's got you. You know what I mean? I feel like someone's got you. Like someone's got your back. Someone's got you. Someone's not going to let you fall. Maybe it's your higher self. Well, we have the Tower. Okay, well, what the hell, right? What the hell? But the Tower may be the reason why the Three of Pentacles was even created in the first place. The Tower would signify something that happened. Now, I don't feel like it's the saying a tower is coming. I feel like it's the saying this tower has happened, right? And this is why I have to pull myself up and do what needs to be done. And it seems to lie like in your creative house. And again, I feel like, someone's got you here and trusting in that. So I feel like it's like surviving the Tower. But surviving it in a way where it's almost like I feel like down the road, you're thankful for that Tower. Disruption. Something didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. Maybe for a while I, just didn't want to be involved with life much. But I feel like this is like, okay, that's done. Right? No more of that. Alright, well, let's keep going. We have financial and material changes. I never use this deck. And one of the main reasons I don't use it is because, this is the Five of Pentacles. And normally that would be, it would have a green border. I don't use it because I don't like to have to think about what card it is. But, I don't know. But I really felt pulled to use them today. So, anyways, financial and material change is interesting. And then with the Six of Cups. This is the spring. Look at this, 5 and 6, 11. Interesting because it almost feels like this Tower, or this disruption, let's say, I feel like really what it did is it interrupted your financial house or your creative house more than anything. At least I feel like it probably got you to stop believing in yourself for a moment. Because I do feel it's temporary. And I do feel like, so yeah, it affected me. But sometimes during my lowest moments is when, my lowest times is when I have the greatest moments, because I feel like that's what the Lovers is. Plus it's 11. I'm just going to leave that to your imagination. So it's the Lovers. And I feel like, I feel like you're still recovering, but I feel like you're recovering well. And also I feel like it's putting you into the energy of, especially if you do consider this Three of Pentacles. Again, what are you going to do? I don't even know if it's a Three of Pentacles. Excuse me. So funny. Someone's got this tattoo on their arm right here. Anyway, what was I saying? I forget. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have positive movement forward. Positive movement forward. That's what I want. This is on the bottom of the deck. This is what I want. The 8 is a new beginning. And it's like this person is sailing off on this next adventure. Heading towards the sun, by the way. It's almost like the same energy that I feel here, like someone like having you. Maybe I don't know that yet. Maybe it takes me sailing off on this adventure, allowing myself to have this adventure, maybe. Eight is a new beginning. Maybe some of us didn't want it, didn't think we wanted it, but it happened anyway. 5 is about change. But then it feels like when the change happens, what comes in? Well, the Lovers. All right, let's bring in the Light Seers. And again, we'll go back and clarify. I feel like of course the whole spread's going to tell its own story together. You know what I mean? Because I always feel like there's a reading within a reading within a reading. This is the type of reading where, you keep it in your back pocket because it's for the whole year. It's giving you like, what's the word I want to say? Like bullet points. Look at that. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. This is about something that's unexpected. It's funny because, again, I feel like this energy is someone having you, but maybe I don't know that. It's like I almost feel it, and it's being mirrored by the Lovers. I mean, come on. It just is. And it's interesting because the interior cards are the Tower and then the financial material changes. To me that speaks of like the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like, neither one of these I have control of. But, so that's why I want to look at, maybe what's causes this tower or all my towers. But nonetheless, I feel like the 5 of Pentacles, that's probably why you have be strong, because I don't feel like there's time to like wallow in my sorrow. Nor do I think you should, because again, I feel like the Lovers and the 3 over here are mirroring each other, and now we have the Knight of Cups. This Knight is responsible to bring a cup of fulfillment to you of some type. But I keep tying it back to that person who like has you, though, again, right now, maybe you feel it, but you don't know it. I don't know. Like this, Chariot. Interesting, because we are going into the Chariot's energy. 2023 is the card of the Chariot. It's interesting with the Chariot, when it's connected to like a relationship, it can like give a warning. And that warning may be just simply not to allow the energy of the Tower to move. The 8 to me is clear energy. It's like a new beginning. A new beginning. And I feel like the interior of the reading is where the hardship lies, but still, I feel like you're going to overcome it. If you haven't already. So, to me, the Chariot shows as a reward finding balance within yourself. It's also the reward maybe to, I don't know, if this just say is a twin flame, like, the divine masculine and the divine feminine have finally found equal balance, because that's what it takes, right? It's equal. Like I'm thinking of like the scale, the cups of the scale. Chariot's about unlimited energy. So, okay. So that is what? Summer. Though it feels very connected to the winter. And then Temperance. Wow. Divine timing. This is a type of year, because this is a very spiritual year. I feel like this is the year of the law of attraction. Like, if you ever wanted to understand the law of attraction, or can it work for you, this is the year to test it. Because I feel like, yes, you're going to be able to manifest a lot, but it feels like, it's like the signs, the way the messages are coming from within. So, also, it talks about letting go of the things that you cannot control. That's what patience wants you to do. Like, this tower, I can't control it. I can control my own reaction to it, right? I can control whether I let it take me down. It probably did take you down, but, it doesn't keep you down. That's the main thing. It's okay that something takes us down, but what do we do after? It's like, okay, give ourselves a moment and then get back up. Because I feel like energy doesn't stop. Sometimes we just can't believe what's coming in. We just don't think it's possible. But, I don't know. I feel I live that kind of life where I've had major towers. But then I also have had major victories, let's say. Anyway. Come on. 2 of Cups. Alright. First of all, 2 of Cups is mirrored by this Knight of Cups. So we know that this Knight of Cups, this cup that this Knight is meant to bring to you, is the 2 of Cups. So it's a soulmate. Makes perfect sense in this year. I know the year of the Lovers was a year that many had hoped to get together. But I have to tell you, this is, because it's such a spiritual year, I feel like this is really about soulmate type energy. And I don't know, I feel like the loving is easy. Temperance, like, patience, my dear, all in divine timing. Maybe one can happen. Like what this night, this soulmate energy couldn't have come in during what was happening before the tower, because it wouldn't have the divine result that maybe it's meant to. So this may be like, again, the tower, and maybe some financial distress or what have you, could just certainly be a lesson. You know what I mean? Sometimes we put too much focus on something, like it has to be, like maybe it was simply a lesson. But when I say simply, I want you to understand it's your soul expanding from that wisdom. And I feel like sometimes that is what, especially connected to the 2 of Cups. And it's almost like, Divine is saying, I can't give you the exact date, even though we're sitting here at the summertime, right? But I feel like a lot has to do with the winter's energy. Again, like the overcoming of that tower, believing in yourself. It is about you, your individuality, and I feel like the more you can find it and live within it, it just naturally brings, I just kind of want to say what's meant to be. All right. With 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Definitely makes me feel like if there's anyone I'm looking for, let's just say in love, I'm definitely looking for someone who's stable. Doesn't mean they have their whole shit together, because nobody really does. But still, this is someone that I feel like I can make a life with. Alright, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot. You know, interesting how this reading is going. I had no clue. I can tell you this. I feel like whatever disruption this is talking about, I feel like it probably has already happened in 2022. Because I feel like it's you making a decision, a choice for yourself to move on from it. And I feel like that's where this positive movement is coming from. Again, it's like someone's got your back, but maybe you don't know it. If it's talking about love and a soulmate, listen, that maybe is how it's meant to happen. Like, first let me learn this lesson here, and then let's get together. Sounds so simple, doesn't it? The problem comes within the Tower. And then Mother Mary's words, be strong, tells me that maybe right at this moment you're not feeling that way. So I feel like, you know, when it's like, when does everything move? I feel like you determine a lot of that. We have the Hierophant. Very fitting for Universal Year 7, opening the year with the Hierophant. It is a card of Taurus, by the way. But this is about your belief system and being true to you. You know, it's a 5, so, you know, maybe some change needs to happen in that department. Maybe I've lost faith. Maybe I want it now. But maybe now is just not the right time. Not if what I want is the 10 of Pentacles. Doesn't mean I lose faith in it, though. Again, I feel like it doesn't matter, because somebody has you anyway. And I mean that in a very loving type way. Look at that. The 4 swords coming right over the Tower. Healing. I knew that Tower was not going to. First of all, I feel like that Tower got you moving in a different direction. And maybe, you know, maybe you were down for a moment. But now I feel like it's like, you know, it's like being reawoken. Healing. And no wonder the Chariot is below it. Maybe I've been in this energy. You know, I want you to think about the 4 swords, though, because the 4 swords does talk about, you know, heartache. It's healing of the heart, the mind, and the body, right? But there's one other sword, and that's your sword, and that's your truth in it all. You know, just to thyself be true, to thine self be true. Be honest with yourself. So anyway, I did feel this energy already. This Tower was not going to be like more than a lesson. Can feel different, though. Okay, so keep going. We have the Queen of Pentacles. First thing I'm feeling, you know what? If I had financial loss, I'll rebuild it. It's the first thing I'm feeling when I'm holding this Queen in my hand. Like, I'll rebuild it. I can rebuild it. I will rebuild it. Look at that. And then the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. I don't know, but this feels like it's going to be quite a year. So you have the Ace of Pentacles. First of all, following the Queen, who I just feel like, you know what, whatever the Tower took, I can rebuild. And I feel like she's very confident about that. And then, bam, there's the Ace of Pentacles. There it is. There's the seed I planted. May also talk about love and the type of love. Wow. How about a soulmate? I don't know. How about a soulmate? You know, it's interesting because the Ace of Pentacles comes out. And I feel like the Ten of Pentacles may be what it's not about where I end up, though. It's about the journey. Like, don't forget about the journey. That's where the magic happens, right? But ultimately, you do want this house that's loyal and loving and trustworthy and, abundant, but in every way. And the Ace of Pentacles would be the perfect ace to come out. Good luck taking whatever this Queen is building. Good luck taking that away from her, right? Because I feel like, she's learned something very valuable. And it may have been very hard to learn it, but she's learned it. And now she comes out very confident. And it's like instantly manifesting. It's interesting too because she's a queen whose specialty is about reading those details that other people miss. Reading between the lines type of energy. I feel like if you're standing before this queen, if you're not being your true self, I feel like she would get it, know it right away. And what I'm feeling is, who knows, maybe that's what I keep feeling, like someone's got you, right? You have the Hierophant here who's illuminated. It's almost like heaven being like divine is illuminated. And the Four of Swords there. And then the Chariot. What am I doing? Wow, what a reading. Alright, interesting. We have the Five of Swords. It's like, wait a minute, Sandy. You think it was that good? And then we have the Page of Wands. Alright. Well, truth be told, I feel like in the Five of Swords, I don't feel like it's coming from this knight. I feel like it's coming from you. And I mean that as nice as I can mean it. Again, it is not only interesting because there's two fives here. So I feel like, what do I need to look at? First, I need to look at my own belief within myself and what I can do and the life that I can create. Maybe it starts with just the seed. But, here is the Ten of Pentacles. Here is divine timing. And if it has anything to do with love, boom. Here's the Knight. Here's the Two of Cups. Anyway, I feel like, so I really had to look at that. This could be like just rotten communication. I don't know. I almost feel like I shouldn't even concentrate on that because next to it is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands to me is very much like the Fool. So this is someone who is, because I feel like the weight of, again, this tower, once it's cut, let's say, I don't feel the weight anymore. And I felt instantly, it's almost like I move into the energy of like taking a chance, taking a leap. Maybe that's who I always was. And maybe that's kind of been beat out of me, so to speak. We have the King of Swords. Can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, of course. You know, normally the King of Truth. This is someone who wants truth in their life, so they're also truthful in the upright. Wow, another ace. Ace of Wands. It's go time. You know, that's what the ace means to me. It's go time. It's action. We have the Hangman. And then look at this. We have the Magician. First of all, this is all coming over Temperance and the soulmates. You know, the Hangman, it makes perfect sense. Of course, the Hangman speaks about, you know, there's been a pause. There's been, you know, it wasn't time. But now, all around the Hangman, he's got this energy of, I don't know, like he's got the Magician on one side, and he's got the Ace of Wands on the other side. You know, I'm noticing the King and Queen here. And it's like the energy that's coming out right here and here, really. I don't know, it feels kind of magical. You know, the Hangman is touching the Lovers and the Two of Cups. And Temperance is about patience, but then comes out the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So not just the desire through the Ace of Wands, the desire, the passion, you know, as it relates to anything. But also the Ace of Pentacles is the way. You know, the Ace of Pentacles is something that's coming into my physical world. It's like something tangible. The Ace of Wands to me is action. And what's driving that action? Passion. Desire. The Magician. Wow. It's like, you know, it's like your higher self is saying to you, excuse me, it's like your higher self is saying to you right now, haha, like looking back, looking at the year, let's say, I feel like that, I don't know why, but I feel like this is the Magician, this is your higher self. And maybe that's why I felt strongly in the Queen, like I know what I know, what I know. But overcoming the Tower, I feel like is probably number one. Four of Swords gives you the way. Bring back your belief, pray about it. Know what's toxic to you, what's not. Know that sometimes I'm the one who stops energy because, you know, maybe I get stuck in something longer than right now, what I know. You know what I mean? And sometimes the Tower is there to kind of push you, nudge you, force you. But it's never nothing you can't handle. And there's always quite a recovery. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if energy is involved at all moving us, you know, then it's got to be special. Okay. I don't know, guys. It's almost like I don't even know if I need to look at anything else. Let's read Mother Mary. What a reading. At least I thought so. Be strong. This card counsels you to take swift and firm action towards resolving your present situation. Mother Mary avows that you are stronger than you think you are. You can also call upon the wellspring of God's strength to lift you up. Do not wallow in any feelings of victimhood. Use your God-given strength now. This card may also be asking you to engage in physical activity to develop your strong, healthy body. If you've been thinking about working out with weights, then this card is additional validation that it's time to exercise. Ruh-roh. I feeling is talking to me on that one. I don't know. I kind of loved it. I feel like this queen's coming out very strongly out of the other end of the tower, healed. And from that energy, it's like, man, she's just planting her seeds and they're just showing. You know, again, Temperance says, let go of the way things must be. And I don't think that she's putting any restrictions upon anything that must be. But I think the one thing I do want is, you know, I don't want to fling. Like, I don't want to fling. If I'm going to love again, I want to love forever. And maybe that's the expectation and maybe that's all I'm asking for. Hangman. You know, it's like, I don't know. I want this 2 of Cups, but the Hangman, like, not yet. Though at the same time, I feel like, can you control the energy here? Yeah. I think the majority is because of your own energy and your own willingness, and you're planting the seeds. You're taking chances. You're overcoming the tower. You know, it was a disruption. That's what it says. But what is it really doing? It's bringing you back to you. And I have a feeling that's just the way it was meant to be. I have a feeling it was just always meant to be that way. And now maybe you're manifesting a different life. And it feels good. It feels good. I love you guys. I thank you. I don't know if I'm going to make these the January readings or not. You know, time pending, because I'm also doing a special. So, anyway, you'll know. You'll see them. I thank you. Happy 2023. I feel like, I mean, you know, I don't know your personal year, and that does have a little bit to do with it. You know, look at your personal year. It's just telling you, you know, either something that you may need to learn, you know, and why not just learn it and move on? Or, you know, I know this is a year where many, I feel like, spiritual-based businesses are taking off. And all these pentacles certainly make sense to me. But then I also feel spiritual connection. So the 2 of Cups, I feel like, would only do. It would only do. You know what I mean? Like, Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.